some adjustments, little adjustments. Yeah, it's a little crooked, but it's good. What's going on, everyone? My name is Adonius D. Johnson. I'm your transformation coach. Today, I would like to do something different. I would actually like to teach. When I teach, I would teach something using the spirit, using worldly wisdom, using biblical principles and teachings and things like that, in hope that it will help assist us in where we at right now, right? But before I do anything, I got to make sure that we get our mind back focused, right? So this is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. We come on in the 7 o'clock hour. The Invisible Crown Army is people that has to take the front line. I'm going to explain all of that in a short period of time. We're going to do a flip the script, right? We're going to recap on a few things. Even when we recap, I need you to recap. I need you to recap in some of the areas in your life that you might have fell short in some of the areas some people crossed you up. We're going to have to go address those areas. We're going to always have to start it off this way. If you can go work out, then guess what? Work out your mind today. I know some of us, we don't like to read, right? Reading is fun to the mental. Somebody told you that, right? And you wanted to believe that. And we only choose to fall in love with what we find interest in, right? Well, today, I need you to find interest in wanting to do better, not just for you, but for everybody that connects to you. They will be affected by you. I want to get off to a quick jump start so I can let people know. Welcome back. We in a new place. We in a new month. This is a new time. This is a new beginning. He said anything he touched prosper. Come on, y'all. I need y'all to get in the right formation, get in the right place. The world is changing. Laws is changing. And guess what? We're changing at this particular time. We are at the perfect time to be the best version. All we got is coming to the table. We're going to put it all on the line tonight. We're going to put it all on the line today. And we in hope that we will get a transformation right now, right? So that's why we show up. We show up because this is about self right now. This is about self-realization, right? This is about getting to the realness of who it is that you are right now. What is it that exactly that you're doing? It's not what you're driving. It's not what car you're driving. It's not what you're wearing. It's not how much money you got. It's not where you live. It's not what you're driving. It's what's driving you right now. What's your source? Everything that empower you will help you accomplish something. What am I here to do? I'm here to find out what exactly is it that we're going out to get right now. We can't keep telling the same story. It's not our fault. We can't keep sitting here revisiting things. We have to do something about the things that we're revisiting. Well, for some of us, we have to revisit those places from time to time. Why? Because we have to pay homage. We have to show respect. We have to make sure we can identify with what we built off of. Some of us, we've been looking in the mirror for too long and we done fell in love with what we see. Well, guess what? That picture changed every morning when you wake up. That picture changed every time you step out the door. That picture changed every time you open your mouth. And some of us, you have to be honest. We don't know what comes out of our mouth sometimes. Somebody cut you off, you ready to go off. Somebody takes something from you, you ready to put them back in their place. Well, what place is that? You're not here to put nobody in their place. You make sure that you secure the bag first, secure the prized possession first, secure the special cargo. Well, what's the special cargo? You. There's somebody waiting on you and you got to get yourself there. Nobody gonna take you there. Nobody gonna pull you there. Nobody gonna push you there. Nobody gonna ship you there. And nobody ain't gonna deliver you there. You have to know what you came to do. And when you get there, you need to do what you came to do. Now, if you came to assassinate people, then guess what? You better go check in with somebody, because the God I know, the God that woke me up, he come to let people know this thing is real out here. What's real? This thing called life, right? So what I look to do at this point is called a time out. Why do I need to call a time out? Because some of us, we just going, we just doing, we just going with the flow. We going with the wind. Well, this time out is on life, right? The life is called the battlefield. Whose life is your life? And that's why we call a timeout. We come into a huddle every Monday in the 7 o'clock hour. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. This is when we stop and we address all the mountains that might be in our way, all the feelings that we not that we have, even the ones we don't have. We need to have a moment check right now. We need to address what we feeling and why we feeling the way we feeling, right? What's going on, everybody? You've already got the first part of this. Y'all already know the exercise. You already know the routine. You already know why we here. We're not here to complain. We here to sit here and take our position. And then taking our position, sometimes that means we got to take off some of the things that might hold us back. Some of us, we are called mom to some people, mother to others. We are called sisters. We are called friends. Everybody wants you to hold a title. But guess what? If you remove the title, what would they call you? Even Jesus asked Peter, what is they saying about me? What is these people saying about me? But today he wanted to know, what is you saying about me? He said, mine will know my voice. Today, I think you need to look for the voice. Why do you need the voice? Because the voice of instructions is been dispatched to your location so it can assist you. Assist you with what? Assist you with doing better. Assist you with the choices and decisions that you're making so that you can change your circumstances. I didn't come here, even though I'm the transformation coach, even though I'm your motivator, even though I'm here to empower you, inspire you the best that I can with the things that I have. I understand some people don't like it like this. Some people used to religion, they used to tradition, and I understand. So let me just give you a service announcement at this point. I'm not here to agree with the way you think. I'm here to challenge the way you think in hope that it will make you think something different. It will change the narrative and how you view things. There's many ways to get this thing called life done. And if one way ain't working, what I look to do is encourage you to choose something else. If what you do is not working, then choose something else. Why would you stay stuck in an area or a situation or circumstances or position and it's not fruitful, it's not beneficial, right? Why would you stay there? I'll tell you why some people stay there. They feel like they don't have another plan. First off, they didn't know how they got there. Some people will get put in positions, and that is the position you should be in. But since you undeveloped, unqualified, you will fail miserably because you're looking for the wrong things in the right places. You in the right places, but you're looking for love. Love came when you came. But since you came looking for it, then guess what? You missed it. You missed it. Why do you miss it? Because you don't know why you're here. So what do I teach you? What do I help you with? What do I motivate you with? I use a couple of principles. One is you must ground yourself. Ground yourself to spirit and truth. The truth is you looking for something greater than where you at right now. The truth is there's another level to whatever you trying to do, and that's the level you want to discover. With somebody, without somebody, you can still hit this level. You can still hit this target. Money is an issue, and we need to address that as well. Love is an issue. We need to address that as well. Emotions, the way you choose things, the way you handle yourself, right? It's not more so what somebody do to you. It's how you respond to the way people are handling you. You cannot lose it. I really need you guys to buckle yourself down, ground yourself down, because you already know if you don't exercise self-control, you will eventually lose control, possibly spin out of control, right? And then you'll be remote control. Hand it over to be remote control because you're not mature enough to handle yourself. Remote control by things, remote control by people, remote control by the world, by he say, she say. And this is the wrong time to be exercising that. We are in a new place right now, but some of the lessons and some of the things that I will be displaying, some of the stuff that I continue to talk to you about, why do I repeat some of the things over and over and over? How do you think you water something? If you plant a seed somewhere, right, in soil, don't you got to keep watering it? Do you water something one time and say, hey, I watered it once, right? And this is not a chia pet. This is not a chia pet, but even a chia pet needs water to do what? To grow something, right? To grow something, to grow new understanding, to grow a new direction, right? To get you a new download, right? Come on, we got to heal ourselves. The only way to heal ourselves is to take the time out to address what it is that's not working properly. We need to rebuild. Rebuilding starts with self. So I'm introducing you to the SIP project, the self-improvement project. And if people didn't show up to help you be a better you, then they are not the ones for you. You have to be able to remove yourself, release yourself. Come on, y'all. We got to help people out. Don't wait for somebody to release you. You have to help them by releasing yourself. Some people, you waiting on them to throw you out the car, to disrespect you, to push you down. You waiting for some of you still down. You still saying, push me, push me. Hey, guess what? Don't bark if you ain't gonna bite. At this point, guess what? We here for a fight right now. And all that matters is the one that you serve get the honor. The one that you serve get the praise. The one that you serve get the glory. Why am I talking to you in such a tone? This is my coaching voice. This is the breakthrough. Those that can get it will get it. Those that can't, you missed it. But I'm grateful for you showing up on the Mighty Monday Meltdown. Maybe next time for you. But for all those that's here, welcome. What's going on, everyone? We are streaming live from YouTube. You can watch us on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, right? The YouTube channel, so that the work can go out. I believe the work that we are doing, we are the first examples of this particular special work that's being performed right now. I Am My Life Coach is self-manifestation. I Am My Life Coach is the representation of who you are. This is your first, right? This is your first install. Why do I say install? Because you need something to remind you that it's nothing wrong with you and you need to be you. Not to mention, you need to send a message to your family members and your friends and your community and your people at the grocery store, people at the gas station. Everything that you do, you are 100% aware of what you're doing. What am I saying? I'm opening up some doors right now. I have keys. I've been given keys to open doors. This one door I'm opening now is called intentional. That means you are doing things intentional. Everything that you set out to do is intentional. Guess what? When the enemy, which is called ignorance, right? When ignorance is at an all-time high, you would think that people that come against you, they did it intentionally. They tripped you intentionally. They cut you off intentionally. They talked about you intentionally. They took something from you intentionally, right? They didn't give you the information the right way. Why? So you can fail. And you sat there wondering what was wrong with you. One thing that was wrong with you is that you wasn't intentionally when it came down to getting things done. Some stuff you got to read for yourself. Some stuff you have to be the message. What you looking for in the world, you will never find, because the world needs to find it in you. It's not too late to be what you might have been. Some of us, we have missed the ship. Some of us, we missed our flight due to a snowstorm, a rainstorm, due to taking our time, running late, due to friends and families, due to trying to explain ourselves to somebody else, right? Why? When they ain't paying. When you spend your money, you need to pick your head up high. Why are we ashamed to make choices and decisions? Why are we afraid of what somebody else think about what it is you need to do? Today, this is self-discovery right now. What are we discovering? You discovering that you have self-sabotaged yourself more than anybody else. And we need to continue to train, continue to practice what? Being you. There's no class that you can sign up that says this is the class to be yourself. Right? Because soon as you get there, you won't open up. Why? Because every person that told you to come as you are, every person that told you be yourself, every person that says it's an open bar, right? You can't give some people them type of instructions. You can't have an open bar and have anybody there, everybody there, exercising no self-control. With no self-control, some people, and then it forces people to do what? To judge what? Judge what they see. And that can hinder you. It can stop you, because all it takes is one person to knock the whole party off, to throw the whole atmosphere off, and the whole environment been poisoned. And at that point, you need to do what's necessary to detox yourself. Your mind is what I'm talking about right now. What's up with your mind? Why no one want to help you with your mind? Do you think that you are the only one that gotta go and find a book and say, hey, I want to read something that will help me think better? Yeah, why do you need to think better? Thinking is a process. Thinking is a process, and some of us, we've been processing stuff all our lives. We've been processing hate. We've been processing frustration, profanity every now and then, bad language. Why do you use profanity? said I use profanity because people understand it. I'm not going to act like I don't know what certain words mean. I can hear based on the tone, but I'm not frustrated. Neither are you. What am I saying? You are being put in a position in your life to take full authority. And one of those things that's going to be used to help bring this out and to make this happen is I am my life coach. I am my life coach is a self-affirmation, a short, powerful phrase that you tell yourself. Why? To encourage yourself. Why? To empower yourself. Because no one's going to talk to you or talk about you when you're not present in a positive way. They're going to talk about you in a way that does not highlight who you are, right? Fully. People and their testimonies is very important, but I need to make sure that before they start telling their story, that you are grounded enough on spirit and truth, so you will know the story that you need to walk. You'll know the story that you need to bring forth, right? We are entering into an area at this point, opening a new door up, is that we're talking about the communities that we operate in. For some of us, we in isolation right now, right? We're streaming out to the world, right? On the World Wide Web. People are watching this feed go out, right? It's going out to Atlanta. There's people from Texas. There's people in California, right? There's people in Florida. There's people in New Orleans that's listening to this feed. Why are they listening to this feed? Because of the broadcast. Me, myself, I'm up and coming. Up and coming meaning I'm down in a place because I'm relatable to you. That means I decided to do something that somebody else is not doing. I decided to pull off everything, identify with what I need to do, come back, get with people that should be ready to do what? To step it up, take it to another level. I need people that's going to give it to me and not going to play around with me. People that's not going to BS when it comes down to how do we make it happen, right? Finances, right? Emotions, right? Choices and decisions, right? What's the vision? What's the mission? Plan of action? What's the goal? What's the strategy? You need all of these things. You just can't wake up in the morning looking for the sun to shine, looking for your car to be outside and make your way to work. That's called a routine. There's nothing wrong with the routine, but when you are in routine, let's keep in mind why you're making your way to that job, why you're making your way to that place of employment, right? Employment. So you can go work and dedicate time to someone else's business, which is a good thing. That's your purpose for being there. But after you put in your hours, you receive a check. That check at that moment connects to you and the life that you desiring. Your money needs a relationship. It needs to go out into the world, and when you release it, something comes back. Something comes back. But if you release your money out and your money comes back in a way where people study looking at you, then you have wasted your money and you have destroyed another relationship. Relationship is very key. When I speak, I'm here to speak something that won't probably get spoken to you ever in a way that I'll give it to you, because I've been chosen, right, for this right here. Don't ask me why, but in purpose, I truly believe this purpose is our protection. I believe that this is our new way. Don't think just because we don't have a lot of people. I never followed the popular people, right? Popular people always go the wrong way. I'm here to help you identify with human capital, right? So your stock can come up. There was something that took place in the stock market, right? Where normal people came against Wall Street. Wall Street is considered to be a system, right? A system of banks, hedge funds, right? Companies, right? And they buy little companies up and buy businesses up. These is like your chains, like McDonald's, like AMC. This is like GameStop. This is like all the stores that you like to go to, even the express stores, right? And since the pandemic, these hedge funds they took a position against smaller companies because they're not getting no business due to the pandemic. Keep this in mind. Watch the flow. Hedge funds, big companies, took strong positions against companies that was smaller because the malls was closed. People, COVID, right, is going on. So people not shopping, people not buying. So the banks took a position against them to squeeze them out and put them out of business. Let me flip it for some of you. People are taking positions against you and they are squeezing you out. What do I mean squeezing you out? They counted you out. Why did they count you out? There's multiple reasons that people can count you out. One of the reasons that people can count you out is because you're in the same environment that they are in, right? Y'all look the same. Y'all go to the same hairstylist, right? You do the same thing they do. Y'all go to the same church, right? So you cannot possibly be better than them because they will be comparing themselves to you, even when you're not comparing yourself to them. This process is called squeezing. This process is called leveling against you. So when they see you, they want to know where she drive, where she work, where she went to school at, where she lived at. Why? Because they trying to level themselves, leverage themselves, leverage either way against who? Against you, right? Well, let's stop right there. Let's go into our family, right? Some of our family is super jacked. What do I mean by super jacked up? Meaning they so educated, right, that they did not teach us relationship. They didn't teach us how to be ourselves. They didn't teach us. They were so busy patrolling us and securing us and setting a parameter that they didn't understand that we now have no wisdom now. This is why we make some of the most silliest decisions now, because we have no wisdom and we're playing this game called life with certified manipulators, certified people that all they know how to do is complain. All they know how to do is come up with excuses. All they know how to do is have play the victim. A lot of people around are very skilled at making it seems as if they are the victim. They're the hurt ones, their feelings. Everybody got their feelings hurt in this thing called life. It comes with life. But the maturity that comes out of getting your feelings hurt is knowing how to channel better. Maybe the feelings and the pain that you're receiving is something that will help you adjust the way you think so that you can recognize that you are a human being, right? I like to believe that God is using human beings to build this world. This world is not built, it's being built. So the fact that you are here, you should be getting better at being who you are because you were sent here to help build communities, help build people's lives up. Or you could be on the other side of the fence, right? Tearing people's lives down. Why? Because you have yet to ground yourself to manifest yourself, right? So he's using human beings to build this world, right? This world is a building process. Human beings. What do I mean by human beings? There's two types of human beings. Do you know what those two types are? One type is a male. The other type is a female. At this point, you are just a human being right now. So I'm asking that you could take off your little title. I'm asking that you could take off your little accomplishments, your little awards, your certifications, your degrees, your doctrines, whatever it is. Just remove it and just journey with me for a second. Because if I can find this area that's sensitive, that's numb, possibly we can make something happen right here. So human beings, female and male, right? Now, how is he using human beings to do this great work here on this planet called Earth? I'm glad you didn't ask. Two ways. One is through conversations, right? Conversations. But you know just as well as I know, without no relationship, there will be no communication. Without no communication, there will be no transformation. Let's stop right there. Some of us, we don't communicate well because we haven't established a relationship. Even when it comes down to the spirit, we have not established a relationship of our own so that we can talk on our own. So what do? We end up going to a meet spot. The meet spot is so we can listen to someone else with their relationship and learn from them and their relationship, still not identifying where is your relationship so that you can have something. Some of us, we done ran to yoga. We done ran to all type of things, right? Some of us, all we can do is go get a mani and a pedicure, right, by people that worship Buddha. And so they put this music on, and that's where you get your zen from. That's where you get your balance from, still not knowing when you come out, when your eyes open up, when you get those feet up out that water with those little tadpoles in it that you done killed, you still got to put them same socks on. You still got to put them same shoes on that you walked in that place with. You walk right out with them same shoes on right there, right? So we talking about the walk of peace at this particular point. Well, what am I saying to you? Two things that this world is getting built by. One is conversation, which is communication. The other side is ideas. That's the way you think. Ideas is the way you think. You see, know is information. What you know is information. Some of us, we look for more information and information and information and information, but we do not spend any time on the way we process the way we think. Some of us consider to be crazy because of the way we think. And you are crazy because you cannot be out here running wild. You cannot go out here spending money that you do not have. Newsflash for some of you people, I like to keep it real, right? Let's go with credit for a second. You can't spend what you don't have. You can't spend what you can't cover. Even in the bank, right? The money that comes with this land, the United States, is covered and backed by golds and notes, right? Notes is an IOU basically. For some of us, we want credit cards. One of my highest limits on my credit card is $25,000 on one limit. But I want to let you understand something. Credit, for some of us that want credit, I want to get my credit together so I can get me some credit cards or I can get me a house. The moment you get it is the moment you in debt. Credit is debt. Let's be clear about it. That means you taking what you don't have. For some of us that believes that we are the lender and not the borrower, we have to stop borrowing from American Express. We have to stop borrowing from Discover. We have to stop borrowing from Visa. We have to stop borrowing from PPP loans. We have to stop borrowing from the world. You know, somebody asked me today, they said, hey, are you going to go apply for the loan? It's very easy. And yes, I can go out and get the loan. I'm sure I can. But I said no because I want to see what I can do on my own. Long as I keep getting handouts, long as I keep getting people sabotaging my walk. Some people, they move things around in my life. Some people want to put things on me and not allowing me the opportunity to choose. How would that feel? How would you feel if people took your choices away from you, took your ability to pick what you desire, what you want? What if every time you had to eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner, they had to serve you whatever they wanted to give you, right? And when it was time for you to do something or watch something, somebody picked the TV channel for you. This is the life we live in right now. Expectation and a lot of expectations, and it only leads to limitations, right? Credit is debt. And right now we look to be debt free. But since we owe someone for paying off our debt, me personally, I can't go no further at this particular time. I want to get into this teaching that I have for you, but I wanted to connect to you first. But before I can connect to you, I must first connect to something that guides me, govern me, direct me in the choices that I make. Even when we call this time out in this huddle, I'm scared. Why am I scared? I'm scared for you. I'm scared for the ones that connect to you. I'm scared for the ones that you ask to share this feed or even watch this feed. Because if you see we doing something new, some people are really afraid to get something new, right? Or to see something new because it goes against what it is that they know. And what they know was then. This is now. Imagine if the elder over 60 years old, right, had to go stream something or told you today, told your child, hey, listen, go put on the record player, go put on the 8-track, go get that CD player and go buy your CDs. You ain't doing no more streaming right now. You're going to get a CD. You're going to get a tape with a tape deck. You see, that's the way we had to do it. But those times has changed. To God be the glory. He said the same one he was then is the one he is now and the one he will be forever and ever. So there's no changing in that. But the only thing that you need to identify with is we have to do something different. My only motive today is to reach you, to help you, to ground you. We're in a new place. And the only way that I can ground myself is use the spirit that helps me be better. The spirit that I depend on, I enjoy it. Why do I enjoy it? Because my life is better. I make better decisions. I make better choices. Does this sound like a testimony? No, this is my everyday conversation because of the relationship that I have established through the book, I Am My Life Coach. I'm not ashamed to be me. I am my life coach, not yours. Whatever I do, I'm fully aware of the consequences. I'm ready to step up to the plate. But when it happened for me, some of us, we spend so much time on whether or not it's going to work, whether or not it's going to work. I don't know. I don't want to make the wrong choice. Listen to me. It's impossible not to make the wrong choice. Procrastination, the opposite of procrastination is decision. You have to make a choice and then pursue the other choice. That's how it works. If you make a wrong choice, all I'm asking, just make another choice, but do not stay in the middle. Even in the scriptures, it reads, you have to be either cold or hot, but you cannot be the lukewarm in the middle. Why? Because you're not going nowhere. You're getting blown from side to side. You have to ground yourself, but nobody gonna tell you this because you can't tell yourself this. Some people got to go to the doctor and the doctor got to give you a prescription, and with that prescription, they're gonna tell you to take this 3 times a day. You ain't gonna live longer than this particular time if you don't take this medicine. And how did you just up and make that decision right then and there? Because somebody else can tell you something that you can't tell yourself. Well, guess what? Today, I don't want to go no further without connecting to what it is I need to help me push further. God, I ask and I call upon you. I know when I call, you hear me, you listening to me right now. And I'm asking that you will release the spirit that allows the connections to be even connected right now. We're looking for the connectivity. If we get the connectivity, then we'll have activity. And with that activity, we'll have power. And we have power to do what? To loose things where? On earth and as it is in heaven. So we know that you in heavenly places, God, but some of the places we are stuck in, we need power in it. We need light in it. It is dark. The area is gray. We walk into people's lives and we don't know what's going on. We don't know what the agenda is because it's a hidden agenda. But God, give us agenda. Give us our agenda. Give us our purpose. We believe that we're here for a good time, not a long time, God. And if we stay in the area too long, please get us out of this area right now. I'm asking you, God, that you will restore us. You will renew us. You will revive us right now. You will rejuvenate us, refresh us right now. Some of us need to be restored. And the only way to get restored is to recognize what was stored in us had to come out of us. Some of the things that we did, we was not prepared for the outcome. We wasn't prepared to hold the front line. But today, when we here right now, we want to be honest. We want to be honest about what we did. You said go right, we went left. You said stand, we sat down. You said shut up, we kept talking. You said don't spin, we chose to spin anyway. And what did that prove? That we exercise no self-control and we continue to be out of control and we continue to lose control. But today we are in full control because of you, God. You gave us tools. You gave us tools. One of those tools was the invisible crown. And you told us, put on the invisible crown, which represents your character and your attitude. So God, the one we talking to can be visible now. So we can see you, we can hear you, and we can feel you. Why? Because our ears is open, our eyes is open, our heart is open, and you are opening us up for new things. And we are grateful for that. And thanking you for the manifestation of I Am My Life Coach, which is self-confidence, all for your name's sake. We can do all things. You said it, God, all things through your son. And your son is providing that spirit that we are able to see the vision again. Your son is restoring us with power right now. You said, God, all things work together, work together. So the only way we can get it to work together is we got to go find some of the old things that we ran from, some of the stuff that's in the dark causes, our skeletons. Them skeletons finna come to life right now. We got to go back to the crime scene. We wasn't guilty for everything, but we was guilty for something. And right there, we want to own up to that right there. God, forgive us for our sins. Forgive us for our ignorance, things we thought that we had right, that we really had wrong. Forgive us for even thinking we had a relationship with you when really you had one with us. But we come back right now identifying. We want to connect to you like you connect to us. When we get in trouble, we know that you discipline us. But we also want to recognize that we don't always want to just be looking for mercy. We want to sometimes walk into grace. We want to make good choices. And the only way we can walk into grace is making sure that our eyes is open, making sure that we are accountable, making sure that we are moving forward. We're on the right path and we're looking for the right results, all for your name's sake. In Jesus' name, amen. I did that for us. Yes, Lord. Yay. For the army. Glory. I ain't said that in a minute. Glory, you guys. I wanted to sit here and let you know that we leveling up right now. I want to level us up, and the only way I can level us up, I got to bring, since I called on the Spirit, I got to go and I got to use some scriptures to back up some of the things that I have already stated and some of the things I have already said. So I appreciate everybody for logging on. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. I'm going to flip the script. What do I mean by flipping the script? That means I have something that allows me to see the word. We need the word. I believe if we living in this world, the natural world, the world of the natural, if we going to be here, then we going to need some superpowers. Papa, he had spinach to go up against his enemies, right? Come on, y'all. We got to get real about this thing. Tom had Jerry, okay? Shaggy had Scooby. Let's go. Fred had Barney, okay? Batman had Robin. I'm sorry to tell you, but the person you think you got, if they walking around in your life right now and y'all both not on point, then we got a problem. A lot of us got a problem, okay? So we got to figure out why we need the Spirit moving. Because at the end of the day, this is an inside job. We're trying to get the inner strength, but we need to first hear the inner voice, right? So we can create the inner circle. Don't let nobody in your inner space. I expressed this to you before. The enemy is trying to get in, right? So since he can't get past the walls, he has to envy me. And when he envy me, that leads to something called jealousy. People will be jealous of you because of the people that connects to you. The fact that I try to help people already allow me to be under attack every second, every minute of the day. But I don't worry about the outside people attacking me. I worry about the ones I talk to attacking me. I worry about the people that's close. But Jesus had Judas at the table with him, and he didn't move him from the table. He didn't expose him like that. He let him do what he's supposed to do, because at the end of the day, nothing can stop us. Why? It's because if God be for us, then who can be against us? I'm trying to plant that so deep inside of you. Come on, guys, let's go into the word a little bit. Let's have a little fun as I flip the script. Let me teach this thing. Let's go to Exodus 13. Exodus 13. Let's go. I'm going to move quick, right? I'm in the message because I want to give you a message first. A message first, right? I want to show you how we got here. I want to show you why we on this line, why we in this quarter. This is the first quarter. Everything is a repeat. You have experienced the same type of activity at the same time in 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017. Every time, only one who got better was you. Hopefully you got better. If not, you've been stuck. But maybe if you get up and catch this wave, then you won't be stuck as we begin to move through this year. The Invisible Crown Army will help us with this thing. I'm asking that you guys will be open, hold your position as we begin to move, as we need to move to get through what's ahead of us right now. You know I did this before, and I'm saying it again, because when it works, you hit repeat, repeat, repeat. Do not change God. Do not jump and go join something else. If you're going to jump and join anything, you better join the relationship of the Lord that he's trying to give you right now. But if you go keep trying to commit to stuff, pledge to stuff, make a vow to stuff, you better make sure you got the right relationship, because that's the only thing gonna guide you back up out that thing. So I'm in Exodus 13. I'm using the Message Bible. Verse 9 is very important. It said the day of observance. This is the day of observance, right? Listen to this. The day of observance will be like a sign on your hand. A sign on your hand. What it means by sign is you have to look for the sign. It's on your hand, the hand of God. The hand of God will be talking directly to you. And it'll be like, listen, you You need to do this. The hand of God. A sign. A sign. I am my life coach. A sign. Get the sign, okay? Listen to this. Verse 7. Verse 9. A sign on your hand. That means something that connects to you is going to show you something, right? Now listen, a memorial between your eyes. Stop. Memorial meaning you have to recall, you have to remember some of the stuff you've been through. Remember some of that karma that came back. Remember some of the ignorant stuff that you used to participate in. Remember some of the places you used to go. Come on, let's go further. Remember some of the things your friends did. Remember some of the things that you did around your friends. And now you looking like you in another place, but you realize you used to be ratchet. You used to be hood. You used to be just like them. And the only one who changed was you. And now you in another place. That's what I mean when I say you better start praising him now, because he allows some people to stay stuck. So when you see where they at, you be like, whoa. God is really doing something for me. And I'm telling you to hold that position. Hold that position, because that's your memorial right now. See, he said the blind is leading the blind. Thank God right now that even when you was blind, you still was a leader. You see, sometimes blind means your eyes is closed. For some of us, I will argue with you that your eyes never was open. What you thought you had, you never had. He had you. You didn't have him. He had you. What you had was the club. What you had was temporary. What you had was what you thought was going to be permanent. And what he do? You had to make a choice at some point, and you chose the wrong thing, but God always had the right thing in mind when he decided to choose you. And guess what? That was the biggest difference you ever could have made, because now we choose him. Listen to this. A memorial between your eyes and the teaching of God in your mouth. In your mouth. Come on, y'all. When I speak, we in a huddle. Do you not know when a person go in a huddle, the whole team is in the huddle? When you are in a huddle, that means we all have a position. There's a power forward. There's a shooting guard. There's a power, a center. There's somebody, and there's people on the bench waiting to get in the game in case something happens. Come on, y'all. We don't need bench players. We need starters right now. But I don't need you starting this year off, starting this quarter off like you on a bench or something. I don't need you starting like you a bench warmer. You need to be up, alert, ready to make it happen for your life, ready to make it happen for the community, ready to make it happen, because there's nobody else that's going to do it but you. Listen to this. And the teachings of God in your mouth. It was with a powerful hand. You see the powerful hand? I'm going to show you what the powerful hand is. The powerful hand that God brought you out of Egypt. Egypt is a mentality. Egypt is a mindset. Egypt is the way of thinking, because you was undeveloped. You could not produce. You could not produce the results that you was looking for. You could not get to the goals that you never wrote down. You could not fulfill the dream based on where you was at. You could not accomplish the mission that was put in your heart. And so you fail. We all fail, right? Follow these instructions at the set time. Stop. Set time. The time is now. I told you we in the first quarter. I am your coach, your transformation coach. We in a huddle right now. I'm calling the plays. We got to go out here and run these plays right now. We will not be defeated by things that we have seen before. We are powered up. Our minds is ready. Our eyes is open. We see what we need to see. We know what we need to know. We know what to do as well as what not to do. Come on, hold your position. He said, follow these instructions. Set the time at a set time. Set time. The time is called now. A year after year after year. Year after year after year after year, we'll be meeting up at this time. This is not the power of prayer. This is the power of present. And the present is now. We have to make some decisions now. We have to move now. We have to address some things now. We have to go and apologize now. We have to release others or release ourselves, but that has to happen now. We don't wait around for nobody looking what we gonna do now. We gotta dummy down. However, you got to get free. Get yourself free so God can reposition you and provide you with what you need. Well, some of you think I'm not saying what I'm supposed to say. I'm finna prove it. Scoot on down to verse 17. And this is what I'm here to really let you understand. I told you I'm a self-help teacher. I wrote a self-help book. The self-help book is called I Am My Life Coach. If you have not picked up this book, please pick up this book on Amazon, right? Get the book for your friends or somebody. This mission is nonprofit, but at the end of the day, we still have to help people. I was given someone sold, just called me before I was on the feed line, way from California. Sister Sonia, met her on the feed lines. And Sister Sonia said, did you get the money that was sent? That's for some books, for some people. Sow them into the right people because they need this work. If she has enough in her to do it, I didn't ask her for it, but she knows every mission has to be funded by something. You just can't get something for nothing. If it's whatever you give comes from you because it only represents you. One person, and I'm going to keep moving, that I went to the gym with, and he used to come in on a friendship pass till the friendship pass ran out. And he started sneaking in the gym, thinking he going to work out with me. I asked him, listen, you need to go get your own membership. He said, well, I get in. I got another way to get in. I said, you won't appreciate the of why you here. You need to know why you here. You need to know why you here. You need to make sure people know why you here. Why did God wake you up? Why are you participating in this family? Why do you have this last name? You are the millionaire. But if you keep thinking that you can't be what he called you to be based on your resources, you are more than what your bank account say. You are more than that little divorce you had. You are more than that little penny nickel relationship you participate in. You can get that off of anything. You can get that off the internet. Point that I'm trying to make to you is the best relationship is the relationship that you're about to discover with self, right? So they got that membership and they was there every day saying they're going to take advantage of their money, take advantage of yourself. But you got to first become yourself. And the only way you're going to become yourself is realization. You got to have a real moment with yourself. That's the doorway to self-manifestation. That means here I come, the person I never seen, the person I was destined to be, the person that I felt in deep inside that I will one day become. I am growing into that individual. Let's go into this word. Exodus 13. Exodus 13. I'm going to keep it moving, you guys. Let me just plug this in. I'm going to keep it moving. Okay. Y'all with me? Thank you. Man, I know one day I might end up being the pastor. I just hope some of y'all attend my church sometime. I don't know. Listen to this. Verse 17. Exodus 13, verse 17. This is the reason. It so happened that after Pharaoh released the people, stop right here. Some of you, you've been on hold for so long, but today you are about to release, right? Release the people. Listen to this. God did not lead them. Stop. God did not lead, say your name, you. He didn't lead you. Why didn't God lead you through the land of the Philistines? Notice some of you, you've been in debt. You've been in bankruptcy. You've been lonely. You've been by yourself. Some of you, you ain't married yet. Some of you, your finances still on a bare minimum status, right? Some of you, you still in the same area. You still do the same thing. You still got the same friends. Some of you, you still look the same. So if you still look the same, and some people say, you look like you did when you was in high school, you better hope you don't act like you do when you was in high school, okay? At some point, I believe your inside got to change your outside. So here you go. It says he didn't lead them through the land of the Philistines. Now notice, somebody just got out of jail and set free. But God didn't lead them through the Philistines, the land of the Philistines, which was the shortest route. Some of you, God took you the long way. He didn't take you the short way. Some people got what they got because they was ready and they went the shortcut. And God took them an alternate route right there. He said right here in verse 17, God did not lead them. Keep in mind, Egypt, trapped. Some of you trapped in your situation, trapped in your circumstances. But today you say, God, I want to help me, God, help me get out. He said, okay, you want to get out? Okay, but I'm not leading you on the road through the land of the Philistines. Why? Which was the shortest route. Don't you get it? God knew that this is the shortest route. I could take you the short route and how you on and popping, how you marry. 1 minute you not, and 1 minute you are. 1 minute you feeling no love, next minute you feeling love. No minute you ain't got no money, next minute your bank account is more than you ever seen in your life at this point. Because I believe there's several different points, right? Listen to this. He took them, he said, I'm not taking you the shortest route. For God thought, this is God thoughts. This is really good. If the people encounter war, stop right there. If the people encounter war, Sonia, come on, get in your position. Come on, y'all. Listen, God didn't take them the short route because he said they wasn't ready for war. Remember when Saul was on one side and Goliath was on the other side, and they just stood here looking at each other like mean mugging, like, ooh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Right? This is how some of you playing with your finances. This is how some of you playing with your heart. This is how some of you playing mind games with yourself. I mean, if I wanted, I could. No, shut up. You couldn't do nothing unless God allowed you to do it, right? He said he didn't take them the short route because they was not ready. They was not ready. So what did he do? He said they wasn't ready for war because if they got into a fight, they would change their mind and go back to Egypt. See, some of you can't go back and forth with some of these people that still ain't going nowhere. You can't sit here and keep explaining yourself over and over. Everything you do, you got to explain yourself. Well, I said, do you want it cold or hot? Well, I mean, it's like, if I got it hot, I don't want it to really burn my tongue. But if I get it cold, make a decision and stick with it. You don't have time to be explaining yourself in this particular period of time. Either they got it or they don't. He said, if these people encounter war is right around the corner. I'm leading you to the battlefield. That's why we in a timeout. We in a timeout on what? On the battlefield. Well, ain't nobody else on the battlefield ready to fight. Why? Because they're running. Where they running? They running from they running from self. They never been themselves. The enemy is I'm on the enemy. They running from the enemy. All the time the enemy was them. All the time the enemy used to be you. We all start running. God said, I can't take him to war because if AJ get in this marriage, he gonna mess up bad. He gonna cheat. He gonna do all the things. She gonna end up stepping out on him. No. They're gonna be at war and he gonna be back in Egypt at the strip club or something. He gonna be drinking. He get with this person, they gonna be both doing weed or something. No, I cannot have that right there. So guess what? I had to wait, put them on hold, call a timeout. If we out here on this battlefield and we about to be millionaires, let's call a timeout. I don't need no gambling habits. I don't need no habits that's going to be unproductive. So you got to call a timeout before it happens so that once we get called back into the game called life, we know exactly what we need to do. But what did we do before? We start running where? We started running on the road because we was running from what was chasing us. Who was chasing us? Somebody that was stronger than us. Who was chasing us? Somebody that enslaved us. Who was chasing us? The king, right? Not the king of kings, but king. Somebody that knew mind games. Somebody that had more money than you. Somebody that had better credit than you. You because they didn't want you to go free, hoping you will get lost along the mission. And you've been running and you've been running and you've been running and you've been running. The devil on my heels and I'm running. What are you running from? You ain't been running from nobody but yourself. Today, y'all, we're going to take the alternate route and we're going to take ourselves straight to the battlefield. And it says in verse 18, so God led the people on the wilderness road. You see the wilderness? Y'all see why we in the wilderness? You see why you so skilled in the wilderness? Because we could have took the shortcut, but now we got to go through some danger areas. We got to go through the South Side. We got to go through Inglewood. We got to go through the Hunters. We got to go through Hyde Park now. They jacking cars in Chicago world. They sticking up ladies, taking their purses. People can't even pull in their garages with their own car. You mean tell me I pay a mortgage, but I can't drive in my garage without getting robbed on sight? Guess what? Exactly. So we couldn't go the easy route. He had to take us the long way. And the long way is the wilderness. We out here with them and they out here with us. So at the end of the day, we ain't no better than them and they ain't no better than us because we in the same place. But for some of us, we only here for a good time, not a long time, temporary, not permanent. And it says God led them on the wilderness road. Listen to this, looping around. Say looping around. Some of you going in circles, looping around. God wanted you to get dizzy so you can see now. You see, I got you free, but I need to make sure you understand that you owe me a debt. You owe me a debt. That means that debt was paid by this spirit. Are you ready to move forward in I Am My Life Coach? Are you ready to go to the battlefield? Are you ready for this war that keeps trying to pull you out of character, right? He said, looping around. Where that song come from? Hold on. Looping around. Don't play that. So I wanted to give you that. This is a no hassle zone. When you go to CarMax and you buy a car, it's called no hassle, no haggity. No haggity means it's the lowest price already. So you don't have to go in there trying to wheel and deal on anything. See, if you be cheap with yourself, then don't expect nothing greater. Everything that you do, everything that we do, even from Invisible Crown to I Am My Life Coach, it's all covered. Why is it covered? Because the covering is the protection. And I need you guys to be protected right now. One way that I can protect you guys is inform you with some good information, right? One of the good information I want to inform you with, and I'm going to move quick. 2 Samuel verse 24. 2 Samuel verse 24. I'm still flipping the script, you guys. I had to start off this way because it ain't going to always be on a high tempo. 2 Samuel verse 24. 2 Samuel verse 24. Nope, that ain't it. What else I'm looking at? 2 Samuel 24. Verse 13. Okay, 2 Samuel 24. Oh, okay. I still have it in the change edition. I'm going to go straight to the NIV real quick. I'm going to make this quick because I want to close it up with this one. Wow. Wait a minute. That's not it. And I can't give you that. I please apologize for that one. Because that was so deep. When I saw that, I didn't even want to give you that. What's going on, everybody? Peace and blessings, man. I hope everybody is feeling good. 1 Samuel 30. That's it. 1 Samuel 30. Let's switch it up. I still got a little time. 1 Samuel 30. I still got a little time, you guys. Journey with me real quick. Help me out. Don't leave me out here by myself. Don't leave me out here by myself. Check it out. David and his men reached Ziklag on the third day, right? Now, listen, I got to get a story to you quick because I got to jump around for a second because I don't have a lot of time, but I want to make sure I give you this. For some of you, this is a huge message. I pray and hope that you get this message because it's going to help you with a lot of things. It helped me, and I hope that it will help you, right? David and his men was out training on the battlefield. So basically, they was doing what me and you're doing right now, training on the battlefield, what to do, what not to do. We getting the mind together. The opposite of right, left, the opposite of up, down. So we making sure that we got all this together and we are calibrated and we are in sync, right? So we can hit the target, right? So listen to this. When they came back, this is called flipping the script. When the men came back, some raiders came into the city before they got back and they took the sons and the daughters and the wives, right? So question, listen to this. What I was shown in the spirit, they took them and burnt the city down. Now stop. The children, boys and girls, and the wives are going with raiders. Some of the ladies, you are in a camp that's not the camp you're supposed to be in. So you around raiders now. Some of you don't fell with the raiders. You don't sit here and say, man, don't he look buff? Don't he look this? Don't he look that? Don't he look this? You have been captured and snatched away. You wondering where your husband at? Husband is out there. He was training. He was getting some practice. He was working on himself. He was trying to be a provider, right? Provider. So let's find out what happened to your husband. It says they was attacked. They was attacked by the bandits at Ziklag and burnt it down, right? And they took the women in captivity, right? Listen to what your husbands did. Your husbands, ladies. This is for you. This is what your husband did. When David, verse 3, I'm in First Samuel 30, verse 3. When David and his men reached Ziklag, they found it destroyed by fire. That means everything gone, right? Listen to this. And their wives and sons and daughters taken captives. That means you trapped. Some of you that's single, raising your children, trapped. That means you by yourself. Somebody took you away. Meaning they led you away with a little Henne. They might have led you away with a little 1942. They led you away with a club. They led you away with some dreadlocks or whatever they led you away with. You got led away. Okay? Taken. Before God sent who he's supposed to send. Listen to this. Verse 4. So David and his men wept out loud until they had no strength left to weep. Stop right there. You mean tell me men do cry? Men cry, absolutely, because nobody want to be out here by themselves, right? We understand what a wife looked like, but the wife got snatched, and now she's in a place, and she feel like there's no coming back. So I might get down and do what I do. I might go ahead and stay over here. They trying to make things work out here in the place they should not have been. The city got burnt down. They don't know what happened to the husband. All they know is they got to pick and choose now. I mean, my husband gone, but I got to any, mini, miny, mo this thing around here because I'm in a new place, right? They wept out loud. Listen to this. Verse 6. David was in great distress because the men were talking about stoning him. Stop. I'm training you guys. I'm working with you guys. I'm helping you guys. I'm trying to build you up on this feed line. I'm calling the timeout. I'm calling plays. Some of you don't went from rags to riches. Some of you don't went from one place to another place. To God be the glory. I made sure that God was in position. I made sure that you knew if anybody did it, God did it. And if you was going to do something for me, then it better been done with a thank you offering. Thank you for doing what God will have you in my life. Thank you for being the voice. Thank you for being the one that go hard. Thank you for being the one that helped me understand. They wanted to stone David. Each one was bitter in spirit. Stop. You gonna have people rolling with you bitter. People don't want to lose anything. It's a risk with anything you do. It's a risk with going outside. I was talking to somebody, they say they don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. I said you gamble every day. What do you think COVID is? You mean tell me, don't you put that mask on? And if you take that mask off, it's a gamble that you might catch it. You see, some of us, we only think gambling is rolling the dice. But at the end of the day, if something shuts you down, it hits your money. If you get sick, then you at home. If you sit here and if you pick up bad habits, you ain't finding. It don't go with your good relationship. You can't bring good things from old places. You could bring some techniques and some skills, but you better learn how to readjust them skills, right? It said the people wanted to stone him. Each one was bitter in spirit. I said, God, how can people see this man, roll with this man, fight with this man, see what this man could do, and bitter at him and want to kill him? I pray you guys that you guys make sure that we all just stay grounded. I'm doing the best I can, but nobody can do this thing for you like you gonna do it for you. If you don't hold your position, it's a possibility that you can literally lose your way. And it's not my fault, it's your fault. Everything I talk about is all about self. I have to know what to say as well as what not to say. And at the end of the day, I'm responsible because whatever I do goes with me. Whatever you do goes with you. That's what I wanted to say. It said they was bitter because of their sons and daughters. Stop. Not because of their wife. Isn't that something? They bitter because of their sons and daughters. I said, man, I had to look this thing up in 3 translations. I said, the men is weeping and crying. They ain't crying for their wife. They crying for their sons and daughters. But David found strength in the Lord his God. David, out of all the people, you mean tell me you got all these people following me and don't nobody know how to talk to God or even the man of God in that moment? David found his strength, but they couldn't find theirs. These is all men. So if you're wondering where the men at, where's the men at on the feed line? They come on this feed line. They wait till you get off the feed line, and then they come and watch it when you done. Okay? Let's be clear about that. So he said he found strength in the Lord. Let's go down a little bit. Verse 8, and David, And David inquired of the Lord, shall I pursue the raiding party? Will I overtake them? Come on, y'all, listen. We got 2 minutes left, 2 minutes, 2 minutes out. You got to ask God the right question. Should I pursue? That means you still in the natural, but you need some permission. If he told you to do it, then you better not question what he told you. Listen to this. Should I pursue them, and will I overtake? Some of you will overtake what it is you're supposed to pursue. For some of you, you keep trying to overtake something, and God ain't even approved you to even be you. You not it yet, okay? More work for you. That's why he let you get taken for a minute, so you can see what some of that outside look like, right? And you can maybe appreciate kingdom heavenly things, right? So they pursued them. He answered. You listen to this. This is God talking. Pursue them. He answered. That's God. Pursue them. He answered. That's God. You will certainly overtake them and succeed in the rescue. Come on, y'all. Go rescue yourself. You will succeed in the rescue. Go free your finances. You will succeed. Come on, God. We need you now. We need this revelation to come through. We need this example to come through. We need this situation to make sense. We need this plan to make sense. We making a plan right now, and we're using you, God, to help us with this thing. Come on, y'all. Verse 9. David and 600 men. There go 600. There go your girlfriends now. There go your little 5 people you got, right? Listen to this. 600 of them. Let's go to verse 10 real quick. 200 of them was too exhausted. Stop. Some people that's rolling with you going to get tired. They ain't even make it out the next sentence. 601 sentence, the next sentence, 200 of them was exhausted. Why? They didn't have what it takes to go further. They didn't have what it takes to go where you going. God told you to pursue what it is he told you, but they couldn't understand. They didn't have the spirit, so they was exhausted. They didn't have no power. Remember, David, he encouraged himself. He got his strength from God. They didn't get their strength at all. They didn't know nothing about that. They were sitting here. They gave up. They tapped out. How many people tap out on you? We still here, going strong. How many people said, forget I am my life coach. I'm done with the Mighty Monday meltdown. It's okay. It's cool. We still here because we recognize we getting bigger, better, greater, and we just going to another platform, another level in life, in God, through God, to get what the heart desires. And we recognize he go in us, through us, to accomplish what he will have for himself to accomplish for his name's sake. There you go. 200 of them got exhausted, but David and the 400 continue with the pursuit. What am I saying? I'm going to finish this next week. You guys, they continue with the pursuit. And that's what I'm asking you. I'm asking you to continue with the pursuit right now. We on a pursuit of happiness right now. We on a pursuit of getting his finances in order right now. We on pursuit for bigger, better, greater. And we got to make sure that we stay grounded in order for those things to happen. Some people will be exhausted and they will give up on you. They will leave you right where you stand at. Some people don't want to see you make it. Some people will rather see you drown than to see you swim. Some people will say you only walking on water in your life because you can't swim. I'm only saying this because I'm letting you know what's ahead of you, not what's behind you, okay? And if this ain't for you, then maybe it's for somebody that's connected to you. Can you please be a transporter, shed a feed, let somebody else know what time it is? I thank everybody for tuning in to this Mighty Monday Meltdown. I am your transformation coach, Adonius Johnson. Transformation coach, self-help teacher, author of the book, I Am My Life Coach. You guys, you go to our website, www.IamMyLifeCoach.com. Go into the store. We got hoodies, right? They're $45. We also have mugs. We have a lot of other things, flags. We have books. We have a lot of merchandise, a lot of good things to help you be you. Mental conditioning. Recognizing what we learn and unlearn what we learn and relearn what we need to do in order to get what we need. Thank you guys for joining in. Thank you guys on, how do I end this? On YouTube. Thank you guys. Peace and blessings on YouTube. And all the subscribers, please click the subscribe button. Right. Okay. End.